So anyway, I say, not to get on a soapbox on this, but I say this to say, I think something like a Sora 2, the VO3, the more these things hit the news cycle, the more they get more public attention and sort of stay there and get popularized and have billions of uses. Yep, we could all agree about, like, the energy demands of that and the irony of it, right? But also, I think it just exposes to people to how simple, dumb, easy it is to do name, image, and likeness for literally anybody that you so desire. Doesn't mean it's necessarily legal to do it, but it's easy to do it. And I feel like that helps because it exposes people to this. And that's really what has to happen.
I think it's not so obvious to people who aren't paying attention to AI. Like, we pay attention to AI, and so
Right.
we develop a natural skepticism about what is generative imagery and video. But like your father, he's not uninitiated, because he gets a lot of information from you, Brian, who's like, so that's an
Sure.
unusual family, I think. But imagine people
Yeah.
who are still watching cable television from Sinclair, or whatever the other, smaller network is. And what's starting to happen is, they're being exposed to things that just aren't real,
Right.
as they are. There's so much disinformation and misinformation out there. There's going to be networks who are purveying this kind of simulation of what they want the reality to be. And it's going to be AI driven. And I'm worried about that. And I don't think
Yeah.
the broad masses are going to arrive at a discriminating, critical thinking oriented skepticism about that. What they see isn't real. Uh,
Well,
because
Well,
that's a big shift from where, you grew up. Like, what you see, you tend to believe.
well, but also our brains weren't developed for this, right?